Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and in today's video, sponsored by the makers of Rise of Kingdoms, we're back at it with the Armament Reveal Thyself event. And I got, like, some good news. I suppose it's good news. I actually finished this set, finally. It happened. Outside of the Armament Reveal Thyself event, I got this inscription. It had a bunch of non-infantry stats on it. This is after the update where we go to pity at the 10 spot and the 30 spot for stats when you transmute. Took a full 3 transmutation crystals and over 150 transmutation stones. But I ended up somewhere with low mid infantry stats, and it's triple statted now. So the good news is that this set is kind of done. So I've got an infantry set. It's in Arch. I'm leaving it there for now, but might move it over to Pincer TBD. Undecided if that's actually going to be better. And also 2377 gave me a high ranking spot in the Mightiest Governor. So I maxed out Tokugawa, which is pretty cool. 2377 has really taken care of me for Mightiest Governors, which has been pretty cool. And I mean, like, I performed in the 1960 KVK. I was one of the main garrisons, and they're, like, treating me like a main garrison, which is really freaking awesome. So, yeah, really hyped. This is in a pretty cool spot for this upcoming fight. And we have a fight literally, like, the 28th, okay? I don't want to show all the markers, I guess, but 28th, 1520 UTC, pass opening, 1v3, 2v7 KVK. Depends on how you want to slice it, kingdoms or war camps. It's going down, baby. Now, this is a zone fight, not Kingsland, but zone 6 fight, all right? And that should be pretty hype. And then Kingsland will be, I don't know, a few days later. We have a marker on it. 531, 1520 UTC. 31st is Saturday. So Saturday, again, should be very hype. So Wednesday and Saturday, going to be a lot of fun. All right, big brawling on this account. And if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. But this account is, you know, it's got some things. It's pretty freaking stacked at this point. I think I'm at like over 150 grand spent. I kind of lost track, even though I make a video every year to keep track. It's just such a big number at this point that yeah, it's been 6 years of spending. So since we're on the topic of spending, every time that the Armament Reveal Thyself event shows up, I have tried to do the thing that I think this event is designed to do, but I fail literally every time, or I get unlucky, which is that I want to get to pity, where I'm guaranteed a rare armament or a legendary armament, and I want it to be chosen from the event to have the stats I want, or to be for the slot that I want. Let me show you what I mean, okay? So on, I guess I put it on Tokugawa. I need to favorite him, don't I? We'll go favorite him. So Hollow Square is my formation, weirdly enough, because I worked on this ages ago, when my first legendary inscription was for this formation. But I'm 3 out of 10 toward the guaranteed legendary, and if you hit the info button, you scroll on down, I'm 44 armaments till I'm guaranteed a rare or special. Oh, okay, game, okay. So 44, and again, following my own advice, doing what I said I would do, I have been max purchasing these armament tickets every single time this event shows up. I have 16,665 already. So what I want to do is get that number down to 1, from 44 to 1, and then I want to refresh until I get an armament for the slot that I want. Probably it's going to be an emblem. I don't even know if it needs to, like, I'm so confused. I don't think it needs to have an inscription listed here, because it will be guaranteed to have an inscription, right? Like, it should be, so it just needs to be for the slot I want and triple statted infantry, I think. And it should be guaranteed to have the inscription, right? If I get down to 1, even if it doesn't show it here, it should be guaranteed. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. Hope I don't blunder. So to do that, the trick is basically to get as much fodder as possible. See, I don't actually as much as I would like some armaments that are likely to be upgrades, I don't think I'm getting an armament that's an upgrade. Not likely to anyways from this event. So the game plan is to get as many legendary armaments as I can toward the pity, and to then see like that, right? Like that cost me, I don't know, in total like 12 tickets. I can recycle this guy, so I'm getting a lot of currency, but also it's the sort of least tickets possible to get my way down to 1 on the pity count, okay? Now, by the way, Hollow Square is not a formation where I would plan to keep a nice legendary armament that I get. The goal would be to then use conversion stones to flip it to some other formation. And again, we're going to have to figure out, like, where do I want to get a really cool rare inscription and kind of see what we would do with that from there, all right? So we're going to pop these low spots first, and I'm going to be doing a lot more refreshing with this strategy. I'm going to spend a lot of gems. It just kind of is what it is for this strategy. And I'm going to get, again, a lot of fodder here, which is going to turn into transmutation stones over time, which is nice. So I think this spot for 20 is reasonable for me to pull. I don't love it, but I think it's reasonable. And this spot is a spot I would reset, because I'm paying a premium to get an inscription here, but I'm going to just throw that armament away anyways. And I'm paying a premium for the information that it's infantry, but again, there's like a 99.9% chance, I feel, that from my account at its current state, that's not going to be an upgrade for me. So, you know, the goal is to kind of get stuff like this. This is actually interesting, but not quite good enough. The max health roll is always something I would pay attention to, but I should have enough of these banners that are nearly maxed out that one's not really worth keeping. All right. So like I said, you know, if I'm going to be getting rid of them anyways, like, you know, paying the 78 tickets for this thing is not where I'm at. It's not where it's at. All right. Now, interestingly, 28 tickets for a guaranteed flag with an infantry stat is somewhat interesting. And I'll show you how you would make this sort of decision for your account here in just a second when I get to it. As to whether or not that's something that you would keep, okay? But this could easily be a board that I would refresh, because I've got this one in the bottom right that is guaranteed legendary, but I am paying a sort of ticket premium. Oh, this one I'm paying a premium as well for the fact that it's got this little inscription here. I'm paying a ticket premium for this, for the information that it is archers. But if we look here, the reason that I would be interested in flags is that, I guess, yeah, I think weirdly recycling is the best way to show this. But if I go to recycle, we go to filter, let's go legendary, we want flag, and then we want infantry. So the goal is to get armaments kind of like this, and to get the best one possible, okay? Weirdly, that other one I had that I got rid of was not too far off this, except the all damage is really good. So the question is, like, do I think I'll get an armament that beats this one? So that when I eventually get the pity on these gold coins, it's not a pity per se, but the exchange shop, and I get 8 of the currency, I'll have something like really good to put it onto. And this armament is actually pretty decent, like 3% health, and replacing spiked, like, sure, it sucks, but I think I've got 2 armaments here that are very good. Already very good for infantry. So I think paying the premium for like a flag that I don't think this is it for me. The 28 tickets, the premiums that is flag. I think this is a refresh situation. I guess we'll get a sense of that. The refreshes are going to add up. I'm going to get to a point where we are paying like 500 gems a pop for these refreshes. So there is a trade-off here for what exactly are you optimizing, Chisgule? Is it for tickets or is it your gem count? And, you know, the bigger the spender you are, the more you would optimize for tickets. The more moderate spender you are, the more you would optimize, of course, for gem count. It kind of depends on where you're at here. So what I'm going to do here is, we got one. Okay. Okay, recyclable. I'm going to proceed for, well, I don't know. I'm like tempted to skip ahead in this video and like jump you forward to the part where I've like done all my pulls. But here's the thing. Every single time I've done this technique so far, literally every single time, I go early on the pity. Okay, I go early. I'm not able to rig it for the thing that I want. And the technique that I have tried so many times, it like fails inevitably. So on the one hand, I'm like, let me jump you ahead. On the other hand, I'm like, well, at any moment, this could just happen. So what I'll do is I'll have a timestamp. So if you want to jump ahead to when I'm not just kind of opening these like this, you can do that, okay? So you can use the timestamps if you want. If you're subscribed to the channel, you know that I pretty much always try to include timestamps in my videos so that you can navigate to the parts that you're interested in. Strongly recommend kind of getting cozy with using those, and it's pretty nice, honestly. Like, use the slider, jump to where you want. This is a board where, ooh, nice. I'm definitely going to get to. I'm definitely getting to the 44 legendary armaments here. This is a pretty solid board. There's one thing in here that's a little sus. It's like 6 extra tickets for the information that is archers, which is kind of a rip. But I might just do it because the rest of the board is fine here. It's really those like big 70+ ticket ones that I definitely want to avoid. There is a 10 ticket one in here that is pretty sus as well. Like, this is probably going to be epic, and like, was that worth 10 tickets? Definitely not. Okay, definitely not. 20 tickets over here. This is going to be recycled. 3.5 health. Sheesh. Okay, and then this one. What do we got? Ooh, it's a flag. And the stats are bad. But already I'm like very far toward pity, which is pretty cool. Now, gosh. See, this is going to be guaranteed to be triple statted, but I don't know what it's going to be triple statted for. Could be any troop type. To some extent, maybe I like don't care. You know? To some extent, I don't care. Like, I could pick a slot where anything I get is good and then just switch it. Maybe that's the play, actually. I don't know. The fact that I can refresh here is so insanely powerful. 36 tickets for the double infantry stat here. Gosh, like, is this a board where I reset or I just go for it? I'm very interested in infantry stuff, but, you know, I guess if it's a scroll, I could be interested. If it's a flag, I could be interested. It's just so unlikely to be an upgrade. Okay. 1.6 all damage with the 2.8 attack. This actually, like, I don't know that I need any. I'm going to lock this and look at it later. I just don't know if that's something that I would put a legendary inscription as a KVK reward onto that and then try to re-roll it. I generally think that's a sucker play. Like, you want an armament that's fully completed when you're putting a KVK inscription onto it, even though, like, you may not have that now. That the thing is that it's just so expensive to try to re-roll it. You can get so unlucky for so long that I feel like it's worth. See, now that ended up being kind of interesting. See, so this is one where I could try to re-roll. I'll lock it for now. I generally get rid of armaments like this, though, that, like, I have to gamba on the last one to get anywhere good. It's just, I got enough stuff to gamba for, you know? Okay. And I should at some point pay attention to what my actual count is, because I would guess that I'm in the 20s now for legendary armaments that I need to pull. So I feel like I'm getting pretty close here to doing what I need. Ooh, double cav, low rolls. We'll get rid of that. I would guess that I'm pretty close. Okay. We're going to keep going here. Actually, a lot of siege stats on that. If that were a legendary with maxed out siege stats, you work on that for a ranged march. Okay, 28 tickets here. Or do I pay a 500 gem fee? I mean, I don't know if I even need that slot. You know? We need to look at armaments anyways to see our pity. So we step aside and do this real quick. So we're going to go over here and we're going to go scroll, legendary, and then go archers. All right. And what do we got? We got 2.6, 3.4, 2.5. It's okay. It's okay. We definitely could do better than this. You'd be hard pressed to do better. Look how many I have that are in this range, though. It's actually kind of insane. See, this is one where I could gamba. This is so risky, but it's such a high roll on both of those that like maybe that's the kind where maybe you, instead of going for this one, where it's just guaranteed 0 crystals, 0 effort or energy into it, like you could try to gamba the defense here. That's just man, I've just been burned so many times that I don't know. This is the kind of armament that, oh gosh, I don't want to replace robust though. That robust is good. Anyways, let's keep after it here, shall we? Let's keep after it. So do I pull that thing? I feel like I don't really need this, truth be told. I kind of don't. Do I pull it? Hold up. What's our count at? Let's just switch this guy to hollow square real quick so I can see. Our count is 32. Oh, we're not as far along as I thought. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get a lot of these. I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, it's just gonna get tossed. All right, 3.2 health. I mean that one is not terrible, but not doing what we needed here. This one, 12, is kind of pricey. What do we got here? Nope. Swift. Rip. All right. You definitely can get a lot of fodder out of this, man. And, you know, the fodder is valuable. Turns into a pretty moderate amount of transmutation stones. I suppose that one, like, this is a floor I could have been maybe more aggressive on resetting. Right? I pay the 6 ticket premium for this guy. What do we got? Right? It's nothing I care about. Okay. Recycle. We're at 31 now, I think. And now we're at 30. We are going to get there. It is happening. Okay, this floor. Oh, this is a reset floor for sure. We are absolutely resetting this floor. So now I can be very picky. Because there's a 78 spot here. And there's just no way that's going to end up being an upgrade for me. So, you know, why pay the premium for anything on this floor? I shouldn't. So this is a floor where if I'm going to reset anyways, like the 8 over here, I could probably skip the 10 over here. I mean, I could skip all these and just hit the refresh. Holy triple stat archers. I mean, it's not gonna flip legendary, but in the off chance that it does, I'm interested, especially for this slot. It didn't. Did it roll high? No. Didn't even roll high, bro. GG. GG. It's actually only a 2 ticket premium to know what slot it's in. That's kind of wild. Let's get rid of this one. The 2 ticket premium to see that it's in this slot. Okay, we get rid of this one. All right. I wish that it like did not take as long for this animation. Like, this is going to take me like 30 minutes to do this. But like, I know I'm not going to, I don't need to look at this at all. I need to see nothing about this. Yeah. Okay. How are we doing here? Oh, this. I also wish there was a button that was pull everything. I would push that button a lot more than you would think for this event. Okay. Let's see how we do here. On this floor, I would expect to get like one of these epics to flip legendary. I don't actually know offhand what the numbers are, but that feels about right. Yep, there it is. And it even has an inscription. W? Yet again, chat. Our plans have been foiled yet again, and this thing doesn't even have good stats. At least it's an instrument, which is legit. Instrument is legit. That is actually hilarious that we have gone yet again, pre-pity, trying to do this trick, and we do not make it to the finish line. That is actually insane. Let's go see if we can turn this armament into anything relevant to me. I don't know if we can, but we definitely can try. Okay. So we can recycle this guy. And let's give this a shot, shall we? So, gosh. Armaments. What do I even care about? Let's get a look. We know that I'm good here. Over here, what will be good? Okay, Respite and Fit's legit, but these stat rolls are low. I would probably take a rare inscription with really high stats, but it's unlikely I would get that. For archers, I've already got Boiling Blood, so I've got one decent archer one. Cavalry, this one's legendary. Like I said, rerolls can be very fickle. Low rolls on a lot of that. Okay. And over here, I mean, this is pretty good. Truth be told, that's pretty good. I don't know that infantry is what I need. What about cavalry? I don't need calves. I don't need calves at all. I'm done calves. I'm actually straight up done on calves. Wow, that's crazy. I'm done with calves. And like low key, like if I get archers again, I don't know if I need it that much. It is so unlikely I get anything I would even use. It's actually debatable as to whether or not I would use any transmutation stones on this at all. Wow. I mean, I guess my account has progressed a fair amount. That's crazy. Okay. Well, transmute. I mean, I'm fishing for a high roll. I don't want cav. Locking a 1.8 infantry health is not good enough. So we go one stone here. I have better for archers, as I recall. We just did this. I mean, I'm just going for infantry at this point, right? Honestly, like, I don't even know if this is worth the stones to me to even try. I wonder if I should be thinking about going siege, truthfully, and making a siege armament. I mean, they're low rolls, but like, all right, I guess that one's done. Okay. Okay. Say less. Oh, okay. I'm baffled. I'm even clicking the wrong places at this point. We go recycle here. How does that compare? I have no clue. Instrument, legendary, rare inscription. Okay. And let's go archers. Okay. How does this compare? 3.1, 1.5, 2.9. 2.2, 3.1, 0.9. 1.6, 2.1, 1.2. I mean, it's just... I don't think it's an upgrade. It's maybe a side grade. It's just what it is. I even have some of these I haven't rolled at all. That's interesting. I could have rolled this. So I have more of these I can mess around with, I suppose. Wow. A lot of these I've rolled, and look, this one's benched. That's crazy. I got a nice cav one that's just benched here. Double inscription. Boiling Blood guarded. This is a nice one, honestly. I mean, rolls could have been better, but wow. Wow. That's crazy. All right. Well, here we are. I'm not inclined to mess with that. It's just a casualty. Casualty of my collection, I suppose. Okay. Well, we can definitely keep going. I'm not sure. I don't think I want to leave these as hollow square when I pull this box, but I do want to keep doing hollow square because I'm 4 out of 10 and I'm trying to get to the legendary pity. So I think we just keep going here. That's crazy. We do want to get to the point where I can open these boxes, and it's just so nuts. When I click this, yeah, 1,200 is what we got to get to. So we'll get there. That is crazy, bro. Actually crazy. All right, well, another attempt and another fail. I mean, I've gotten messages from people that have done this trick successfully, so it can be done. The fact that I have not been able to get it to work for me is a little bit of a bummer. And you can see, like, even the instrument slot was not going to do anything for me, really. It had to be the emblem. Emblem is where maybe I've got some opportunities with my collection. I do almost wonder if, like, it's time for me to stop spending gems on this event, but I don't think that's correct. I don't know. I guess it depends on what my level of spend will be. At the level of spend I go at, it is worth getting all these armaments so that I can get the shop purchase for the flag legendary inscription. But now that I've got like my rally garrison set kind of done, I mean, I don't know. Now I'm spending gems on this. I don't know. I don't know. I'm ready to just get to the finish line on this one. Let's get this guy. I'm ready to just see what's in these pity spots. But I do want to switch to some other formation before I do it, you know? Okay, here we go. We'll do this whole floor. I really want the clear the whole floor button. That's the thing I really am looking for here. Hopefully they add something like that. Would be handy. We're a little more than halfway here toward the pity. Okay. Pity? No. Gosh, I am sleepy. Toward the final tiered chest. That's what we're going for. Okay. Fleur-de-lis. If it wasn't March speed, it'd be kind of an interesting one to hold on to for the city defense formation, potentially. Except there's really no way to inscribe an emblem, so I guess it kind of doesn't matter. All right, double siege stats on this. 3.5 health is kind of cool, but not enough, baby, not enough. This is a floor I could look to reset. I guess I take these 20 spots. We're technically building toward our next legendary pity. It's just that it starts at 150. So I don't expect to get another rare inscription in this video. Feels super unlikely to me. So I'm not sure I even need to open a lot of these on this floor. This is a great floor for a refresh here. Like 28 for this guy. Yeah, I don't know about that. 10 on this is pretty expensive. 38 over here is pretty pricey. For an emblem, I can't inscribe anyways because no good inscription is available at the, rare or legendary tier for an emblem slot. It's the same story over here. I just gem refresh this floor. 70 for an inscription. Well, I am gem refreshing this floor as well. Oh my god. That is pricey. Ooh. Ooh, brawler. Okay. Oh, I wanted to recycle that. Darn. Okay. Apparently I misclicked. GG. Onward. Ooh. Ooh, another legendary. Okay. Don't need that, but okay. That one flipped to have an inscription. Kind of neat. Okay, what do we got here? These 8 spots, do I do them? I think so. I mean, it could be legendary with an inscription, right? It's a bit of a stretch, but, I mean, it's a chance. All right, and that 70 spot, I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay. On this floor, by the way, we're now 2/3 of the way toward those tiered rewards. Onward we go. I feel like videos like this are helpful because if you're playing this event, you can get a sense of like, okay, like what might I expect to get? And people have gotten lucky. That's kind of the nature of the system. It's quite literally the design of the system is to have a lot of randomness. So you can get lucky. I can either spend 100 gems here or I can spend the 28 tickets. Pretty unlikely this is going to work out for me in a way that I'm interested in. I think I just refresh this. We spend 100 gems here. Feels fine to me. The funny thing is that it was only 2 more gems than this one for 26. It's only 2 gems to know what slot it is, or not 2 gems, 2 tickets to know what slot it is, which is a kind of, honestly, value. That's a lot of value. Okay. Onward, my friends, onward. I can do this one. I think I'm just going to keep going on this floor. We'll just do it. Ooh, inscription. War hunger. Normal damage. Yeah, a bit of a rip. We just get rid of that. We can just throw that one away. How about this guy? Yeah, this guy's going to get thrown away too. GG. Would be kind of cool to get a powerful double inscription. I don't think I've, like, gotten a great rare double or legendary double ever. Okay. End up clearing that whole floor. We're 3/4 of the way to where we need to get to. This is another one of those clear the whole floor situations, I think. Ooh, triple stat siege? I don't think that's keeper, unfortunately. Would have been pretty cool. I mean, I aspire to one day make a siege set. I just haven't done it. I continue to kind of not do it and drag my feet. Okay. We're getting closer and closer here to the finish line. Ooh. And, oh, cavalry health. I mean, cavalry health is nice. Just didn't get the rolls there. Flag is always kind of interesting. We'll see if we get triple stat for something good here. 10 for this is kind of expensive, but I got the rest of the floor kind of locked up, so may as well. How'd we do? Came with an inscription. Cohesive's not a bad one. I'll lock a cohesive, but I've kind of reached a point where I'm ready to get rid of, like, all the cohesive, and, like, I've got a bunch of them that I'm holding on to because they were once good. And I think at this point, it's like, I'm probably not using it. So there's a bunch of them I could go and shred and get some currency, which I'll do before pass opening, just in case that gets me to a point where it's like, ooh, maybe I can buy an inscription here. Okay. Almost there. 200 to go. Do I buy the double stat infantry? I mean, it's like all but guaranteed to not be an upgrade for me. It's just very expensive fodder. It's even just like a 50-50 that I care about the slot at all that it would go to. I think we just refresh. It's kind of nutty, but it's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm going to do the same thing with this archer one on this floor. It's just probably not worth it to me. And if I was being really value-oriented, I would obviously do this over a couple days so that you get a free refresh at reset. I wouldn't have to worry about paying the gems, but, you know, like the 200 gem cost here, it ain't much, you know, it ain't much. Ooh, that one upgraded. 3.4 attacks, nice, but not good enough, buddy, not good enough. And I wonder how much fodder I'm ultimately going to get out of this. I do kind of wish I could auto snap recycle on the epic ones. As weird as that sounds, like I've kind of reached that point. All right, 200 gems for the same reason as the last one. We hit the refresh there. This is a floor where I would have hit open all for sure. And once I get to the finish line here of like the 1,200, or I'm very close, I'll switch the formation to something I'm interested in. Well, yeah, I think I will. Do I even bother? I don't know if pulling these counts towards my pity or not. I don't know if they count toward pity, these 3 rewards. Because, like, obviously, it's a lot of conversion stones. If I happen to get a good armament to switch it to some other formation, would be pretty cool if it was already in an end state formation I care about. That way I don't have to spend the stones, you know? Like wedge will be a pretty good one. All but guaranteed I could do something with it in wedge and not have to think about it too much. That's probably what I'll do, actually. 36 tickets on that guy. We're gonna skip on that one for sure. I'm already resetting this floor, so some of these I could probably pass on as well. The 3 and 2s are like so worth. Those to me feel very worth. All right. But these bigger guys, what do we do here? 8 for an inscription. Ooh, see, that's why. Flips legendary. Fodder, but I'll take it. Cheap fodder. I think I refresh on those, weirdly enough. Okay. 200 refresh. Ooh, I could do all this floor. I could definitely do all this floor. Oh, look at this. Cav. Oh, man, if that had flipped legendary, I guess instrument it wouldn't have mattered. But cav stat all damage that's a configuration right there, man. Okay. And we will get to the finish line, I believe, with what we have left on screen. So what I'm going to do is switch this to wedge. Let me try that again and actually switch it to wedge. Hello? Oh. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. We got there. Let's do this thing, shall we? All right. We open these up. It'll refresh to wedge. When I pull these over here, they'll be wedge. And let's just see if we can get something good. 2.5 health. I mean, this is not good enough. Recycle. We pull here. This is probably not good enough. Yep, recycle. And the final one with the inf stat. We recycle. Okay. We got to the finish line, chat. We did it. We pull all these now and see what we got, shall we? First up, triple stat archer. Mid to low rolls. Oh, hold on. Nah, I mean, I think I just get rid of this. I'm sure I have better. All right. Then, few transmutation stones. Ooh, rainbow armament. Bad stats. Watchman's kind of cool. But at this point, just get rid of that. All right. And. Oh! Please be high. Close. Close, but I think I've got better already in the inventory. We saw that earlier, right? What a bummer. Okay. And, you know, I should buy these so that I can keep doing this technique. It is a lot of gems, but I'm just going to... It's a lot of gems. Is this the right use of $300 worth of gems for this account? I think it still is for going to Pity Man. I think so. I think to be able to get this guy over here is the right use of those gems, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, okay? So we did it. We did the thing. Pass openings very soon. Definitely looking forward to that. And let's compare that final armament I got to see if it holds up. I don't think it did. So we're going infantry, legendary scroll. There's the new one. Okay, and then I got this guy. I got this guy. Damn, that one's pretty good too. I got this guy. That breaker armament is insane. Holy. We got this hunter one. That guy's pretty good. Breaker is great though. I'm gonna get that breaker one. 3.3 and 3.3 is the same. 3.1 and 2.9, 2.7. Slightly more stats on this breaker. Dang. Dang. I can't remember when I got this hunter inscription though. This thing's older than time. This loose one's pretty legit too. Jeez. So yeah, I mean, that all damage one I can definitely get rid of. Ooh, that's interesting. You see, I hold on to way more than I need to here. I definitely do. Oh, and see, this is a perfect health roll, which is why I'm holding on to that, I guess. At this point, no thank you. I mean, perfect is very interesting. Don't get me wrong, but, you know, this guy, that's the one we got. Rip. Yeah, I could go through and do some recycling for sure. I probably get enough gold coins to do one pull, but it's going to get me to 7 out of 8. We got to get all the way to 8. So we have a ways to go. If I go over here and hit recycle again, we can get rid of any blues and epics I have in my inventory. Multi-select, select all. 334 of that currency. That ain't bad. At this point on, I don't even really look at them. Just get rid of them. And we just go over here. And we make a few purchases. I don't know if I want to spend all this currency. Hold on to a little bit for the reset next week. Probably get enough that I don't need to hold on to that much. All right, you enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, subscribe. Let me know if I should keep making videos of this series or not. I've done this like 3 or 4 times. It's never worked for me. even though it has worked for others. So let me know your thoughts, all right? You want to see other times I tried this? Check the cards in the end screen. Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.